Today we're going to talk about some upcoming signings that I have for 2025, and I'm really excited to talk about these things because I've never done a book signing before, and so we're doing all the firsts this year, all the new things. I have the Kickstarter was new for me, and Soul Jumper's turning 5, and these signings coming up, and I'm hoping that I can do more of them before the end of the year and kind of find my footing in that world because it's something I've never done before, but also something that really excites me, like the networking and getting to meet readers and readers in general. I mean, even if it's people that have no clue who I am, which is most people, that's okay. Just meeting people and talking to them about the books that they read and what they really love and why they love it, like that is so fun sounding to me. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I have been doing short videos on TikTok and Instagram about some stuff I've been doing to prepare. So make sure you're following me on those two places because that'll be kind of real-time, day-to-day what I'm doing to prepare to go to these places. So if you've never been here before, welcome, or welcome back if you have been here. My name is Shalana Battles. I am an indie author of seven books. That sounds weird to say. My Kickstarter just closed, and that was a 5-book series, and so very exciting. Like I said, it's a year of big things. My first signing of 2025 / my entire life is going to be on June 21st at Old Firehouse Books in Fort Collins, and I am excited about this because it's something that I wasn't expecting to happen. I had joined like a list for indie authors, and they sent me an email. I'm sure they sent it to other people as well, saying, hey, we had a last minute opening for this signing in Fort Collins. If you're available to go, that would be great. And I had found out about Author Nation, which I'll get to in a minute, about a week prior. So I was like, that's fantastic. I would love to get a signing under my belt before November and just go through the process of being in a location, signing books, talking to people on a smaller scale before November. And so this signing is actually really cool because it's fantasy exclusive, and so I will just be taking copies of Encampment for this one in Fort Collins. And I am still kind of working through what I want that to look like, and some of that is waiting on instructions. I'm gonna wait to see what the setup will be. Hopefully we know that in like a week or two, if not less. Less would be great. And kind of expectations, what the bookstore expects of us, what we can expect of the bookstore, what the setup's gonna be like. Because like I said, I've never done this before, and some of those like logistical things, the person facilitating this said I can expect those pretty soon in an email. So I'm kind of waiting for that. I know obviously I'll have books. I want to have some easy way to do socials for signings, so I'm gonna figure that out. If you guys know like good place to get one that's like pretty, I don't want just a QR code on a piece of computer paper, let me know. I'm gonna look around to see if I can find something like that. I already have pens, not this pen, but I have pens. I could try to get in my drawer, but I'm not gonna with ShalanaBattles.com on them, so I might take some of those. But yeah, let me know if you have been to signings before, what you like to see there, what you would like, especially in a space like this. It's gonna be smaller. It's in an independently owned bookstore, which is super cool. And yeah, so like a smaller, intimate space. If you were showing up, what would you like to see? Also, on the off chance that you're watching this and you'll be in Fort Collins in June, come see me. I would love to meet you or sign a book for you, or talk about books with you. I think that would be really cool. The other signing that I have coming up is Author / Reader Nation. And so Author Nation is a week-long conference in Las Vegas, and they used to have a thing called Rave, which is what Reader Nation is now, in my understanding. I'm still learning a lot. But I heard of Author Nation years ago and have wanted to go ever since. But it is expensive. It is a pricey ticket. And so I never really felt like I could justify the cost of going. And then this year I put it on my vision board. I'm like, I'm going. I don't care what I have to do to get there. I'm gonna go. And so I bought a ticket, and yeah. And then when I bought my ticket, I can't remember if it was like if we checked a box or if it was an application process. I filled something out. This shows you how much I didn't think it was gonna happen, because I don't even remember what it was. To be a signing author there. And when I did it, I thought, this is perfect. I can go, I can just enjoy the conference. It'll be my first time being there at the conference, not in Vegas. And I can learn a lot, and I can see what other authors do, and I can, you know, watch and do this, and maybe I'll get put on a wait list. Maybe I won't get like flat out told no. Like, I was expecting to be told no. That, hey, all of our spaces are filled. Sorry, try again in another year or something. And I filled it out just thinking it's gonna be something I'll do in the future. I just wanted to attend this year. I just wanted to go. And then Mother's Day, I was actually at my mom's house, and I got the email that said we'd be thrilled to have you join us. And I freaked out a lot. I'm still freaking out a little bit. And mostly because A, I wasn't expecting it, but B, I don't know what to expect. I have this interesting habit of just biting off way more than I can chew a lot of times, and knock on wood and thank you universe, it's always worked out for me for the most part. But I never just ease into anything. If you watched my last video, I was talking about publishing 5 books on Kickstarter for my first Kickstarter, and now the first time I attend Author Nation, I'm gonna sign books there. Like, I always get myself in these odd scenarios where it's like, maybe you should have dialed it down a little. But the flip side of that is I've had some really cool experiences in my life just because of my willingness to say, I'll try it, I'll see what happens, and we're rolling with it. So so those are the 2 signings. Now, Author Nation is gonna be, like I said, a much larger scale. And I am participating in their Kickstarter group campaign. I'm not exactly sure all of how that's going to work, but I know it's going to be cool because I'm going to run a Kickstarter during Author Nation. But every signing author who's also running a Kickstarter at Author Nation will be like promoted together, and then readers will get incentives or like cool stuff. I'll let you guys know as I have more information. But if you back 3 signing authors who have Kickstarters at Author Nation or during Author Nation, like, you'll get something out of it. I don't know exactly what that's gonna be, but I'm sure it'll be cool, because I know they're gonna have like some tote bags and like other fun stuff for readers who are attending, which I think is phenomenal. And so it gives you kind of like that extra incentive to back Kickstarters while you're there. I think they're sitting us all together, or at least that's kind of what it sounded like to me in the email. And so that's very exciting. I have a lot to do to get ready for that, because my Kickstarter that I plan to launch in November is going to be for Heart of a Killer and Heart of a Hacker. Heart of a Killer, 100% for sure. I really want Heart of a Hacker. See, this is me again, putting myself in a situation where it's like, girl, just do 1 book. Just do 1. So I'm giving myself the space to do 1 book, but I really do want to have both of the books out before November, or at least by November. And so I want readers to be able to back the Kickstarter while they're there. I may try to have some copies. We're gonna see. I'm not making any promises on that, so that the first like handful of people that back the Kickstarter can actually get the book at the show. I'm thinking about running pre-orders for the show so that I know how many books to bring with me. So there's a lot of logistical things like that to work out. If you have been a signing author, not just here but in general, and you have tips for me, I would love to hear them. If you're a reader and you're watching this, please tell me what would be helpful. Would it be helpful for me to have pre-orders? Would it be helpful for, you know, how many physical copies do you think I should have there? That can be for authors or readers. But I need all the help I can get is the main thing. And I'll have to order banners, and I'll have to order extras and all of these things. This is a very big signing. There's a lot of us that are going to be there. I'm really excited about that, and to meet the other authors who are signing and get to network with them and get to see their table set up and everything like that. I'm nervous for me because it's a lot to get done between now and then. And prior to knowing I was going to be at Author Nation, I had already planned on having a Kickstarter in August for Soul Jumper's 5th birthday. So that will still be happening. So that's kind of where we're at with the signings and everything going on. I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm going to knock on wood again, because we all don't know, but I know, and anybody who's been here a little while knows, my consistency is crap. It's terrible when it comes to posting on social media. So we're going to try to be better about that, but I want to do kind of wrap up videos about Author Nation, Reader Nation prep, because I think it could help other people that are either doing it this year or want to do it in the future, or are preparing for a different signing or a different conference. So I am going to keep doing that. I am doing those updates on Instagram and TikTok. Those are kind of like real-time, day-to-day what I'm doing, if you want to follow me over there. And then sign up for my newsletter, shalanabattles.com. That way you can get all the content. I try to send things just once a month is my goal, so I'm not like throwing too much at people. And if you have questions, please leave them in the comments. I would love to answer more questions about Kickstarter, Author Nation, Reader Nation, indie publishing, editing, any of the above. So let me know there, and I'll see y'all next time.